except this one. His smile widened when he caught sight of her. "Since you stopped taking my calls, sweetheart, I thought it was time to come to you." He spread his arms wide to encompass both Journey and Anderson. "Things are changing here at Kingdom Corp." Journey forced her hands to relax. It didn't matter what he said or her reaction to it. The only thing that mattered was the truth. And the truth was that her mother would throw herself on a literal sword before she let her estranged husband anywhere near her company. He was bluffing. He had to be. "You don't have a say when it comes to Kingdom Corp. It's our mother's company." Or it had been. It belonged to Journey and Anderson and their older two siblings now. She gave it to us when she left town. The paperwork still hadn't been completed because of all the red tape, but that didn't change anything. It shouldn't change anything. Elliot smiled. "Actually, the company isn't hers to give." Her stomach twisted in knots, the knots growing thorns when Anderson didn't immediately jump in to contradict her father. The walls inched closer, the large room morphing into something too tight and close and cramped to fit 3 people. Not enough air. "I can't get enough air." She lost the battle for calm and clenched the armrests of the chair. Anderson shifted, drawing her attention to him like a drowning victim seeking a life preserver. His blue eyes, so similar and yet so different from their father's, held rage and regret. "Unfortunately, he's telling the truth. It appears the Bancroft family helped fund the initial seed money that got Kingdom Corp off the ground. Elliot stood as a silent partner while our mother ran the company, but he's technically in possession of 20% of the company's shares. Quadruple what she and her 3 other siblings held individually." Journey gripped the chair tighter, digging her nails into the wood to keep herself from bolting. "Damn you, Anderson. You had to know this before today. Why didn't you tell me?" "Mother signed over her shares to you. That should put you firmly as the main shareholder with 25%. If anything, Elliot's smile widened. "Her shares have to, by contract, be divided equally among our children. That puts each of you at 10% and leaves me as main shareholder. No, sweetheart. You won't get rid of me that easily. I'm here to stay." He shifted ever so slightly, and Journey flinched. Elliot chuckled and crossed over to sink gracefully into the unoccupied chair next to Journey. "Like I said, there are going to be some major changes happening here at Kingdom Corp now that I'm in charge. I know what happens when he's in charge." The pressure cooker inside her exploded, forcing her into motion. She had to get out of there, out of the office, out of the building. Getting out of Houston itself sounded even better, but that wasn't an option. Kingdom Corp needed her, and needed her more now than it ever had. The company was theirs, by right and by blood. She hadn't worked her ass off and bent over backward to meet her mother's every demand just to hand over the reins to Elliot fucking Bancroft. "I'll talk to you later," she told her brother as she leapt from her chair, and strode out of the room as quickly as she could in her heels. Journey passed her office and took the elevator down to the ground floor. If she could just get to her apartment, everything would be okay. She'd cooked some extravagant recipe that required intense concentration and blocked out all the jumbled thoughts kicking around in her head. She'd even work remotely so it wasn't a wasted evening. At some point, Anderson would come over and he'd anchor her until she was strong enough to face the world again. If she went home and hid, he won. Journey stopped on the sidewalk outside Kingdom Corp. Turn left, walk home, go through the same series of events she enacted every time her past showed up to slap her down. Or turn right and try something new. She didn't have to go home yet. She could walk for a while, go get a drink, dance a little, live. Do something, anything, to prove to herself.